Have you ever wondered why thousands of Japanese citizens are quietly packing their bags, not for the US or Europe, but for the Philippines, particularly the city of Davao? It's not just about beaches and sunshine. Behind this movement lies a fascinating story of history, economics, safety, and culture that few people know about. From retirees seeking affordable health care, to entrepreneurs taking advantage of new opportunities, to families wanting a fresh start, Davao has become a surprising second home for the Japanese. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the historical ties between Japan and Davao, why Japanese retirees find the Philippines so appealing, how business opportunities and lower costs are drawing in younger generations, the unique role of safety and security in Davao, and how this quiet migration could shape the future of both nations. Section 1. The First Shock. A lifestyle Japan can't offer. When Japanese first set foot in Davao, one thing catches them off guard almost instantly. Life feels lighter here. Back in Japan, daily life can be a grind. Work hours stretch late into the night. The pressure to keep up with social expectations is constant. Even simple things like commuting are exhausting. Imagine cramming into a packed Tokyo subway every morning, shoulder to shoulder with thousands of silent, tired commuters. Now picture the opposite. In Davao, mornings start with the smell of fresh mangoes and the sound of jeepneys passing by. People aren't rushing, they're smiling, chatting, taking their time. For the Japanese who arrive, it almost feels like stepping into another world. Here's the first shock. Instead of expensive convenience stores selling tiny fruits at sky-high prices, Davao offers sprawling markets filled with affordable bananas, papayas, and durians. Instead of cold, gray winters where everyone rushes to stay warm, the sun greets you almost every day. Instead of rigid schedules and social rules, there's a culture of don't worry, relax, a stark contrast to the strict orderliness of Japan. This change of pace is more than just about environment, it's about mental health. Many Japanese, especially retirees, say they feel a heavy burden lifted off their shoulders. In Japan, loneliness and stress are widespread among the elderly, but in Davao there's a sense of community, openness, and belonging. Take for example a 68-year-old retiree from Osaka who shared his story. In Japan, every day felt the same. Wake up, stay home, visit the hospital, repeat. Here in Davao, I go to the park, I have Filipino friends who visit me, and I can eat fresh fruits every day without worrying about money. I feel alive again. It's not just retirees. Younger Japanese families are also surprised by the freedom children have here. Schools encourage outdoor activities, families can afford bigger homes with gardens, and kids can grow up with more space to play, something that's almost impossible in cramped Tokyo apartments. And then there's the cost factor. A dinner out with friends in Tokyo might set you back $50, $100 per person. In Davao, you can feast on seafood, tropical fruits, and even Japanese food for less than a quarter of that price. For many Japanese migrants, this first taste of Davao's lifestyle makes them realize something powerful. They don't need to live under constant stress, strict schedules, and financial pressure to survive. Here, life feels more human, more connected, and more free. Section 2. Retirement Paradise. Why Japanese Seniors Choose Davao. One of the biggest reasons Japanese are moving to the Philippines is retirement. Japan's population is aging rapidly, with nearly 30% of its citizens now over 65. Life expectancy is high, but so is the cost of living, especially healthcare. Retirees often struggle with pension limitations and the rising cost of elderly care in Japan. Here's where the Philippines comes in. Under the Philippine Retirement Authority (PRA) program, foreigners, including Japanese nationals, can easily apply for a Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRRV. This visa allows them to stay indefinitely, with perks like tax benefits and multiple entry privileges. But why Davao specifically? Cost of living. Life in Davao is significantly cheaper than in Tokyo or Osaka. Housing, utilities, and even healthcare can be a fraction of the cost. Section 3. Business opportunities. From agriculture to technology. It's not just retirees. Younger Japanese entrepreneurs are also moving to Davao. Why? Business opportunities. The Philippines has become one of Asia's fastest-growing economies, and Davao, being the largest city in Mindanao, is a hub for trade and development. Japanese investors are especially drawn to agriculture. Japanese companies are partnering with local farmers for products like bananas, mangoes, and coconuts highly demanded in Japan. Tourism and hospitality. With the rise of ecotourism in Davao, some Japanese investors are setting up resorts, hotels, and restaurants. Technology and outsourcing. The Philippines is already a global leader in BPO, business process outsourcing. Some Japanese firms are establishing call centers and IT hubs in Davao to serve both local and Japanese markets. The Philippines also has a younger, English-speaking workforce that appeals to Japanese businesses struggling with labor shortages back home. Section 4. Affordable living without sacrificing comfort. Cost of living is perhaps the most underrated factor in this migration. In Japan, even a modest apartment in Tokyo can cost upwards of $1,500 a month. Meanwhile, in Davao, one can rent a spacious modern condo for as little as $300. Groceries, transportation, and dining out are all significantly cheaper, but cheap doesn't mean poor quality. Davao offers modern malls and shopping centers, reliable internet for remote work, international schools for families, fresh tropical fruits, seafood, and diverse cuisine. Japanese migrants can enjoy a comfortable, even luxurious lifestyle without burning through their savings or pensions. For retirees, it's a chance to live comfortably. For entrepreneurs, it's a land of opportunity. And for families, it's a safe and warm place to grow together. Transitioning now to safety and cultural fit. Section 5. Safety and the Duterte factor. One of the biggest concerns for Japanese citizens living abroad is safety. Interestingly, Davao has earned a reputation as one of the safest cities in the Philippines. During the time of former Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, who later became president, Davao enforced strict law and order policies. Crime rates dropped, and the city gained international recognition for safety. For Japanese residents who value security and discipline, this is a huge plus. Walking around Davao at night is often described as safer compared to other large cities in Southeast Asia. Section 6. Cultural compatibility, respect, harmony, and family values. Another factor is cultural fit. Filipinos are known for their hospitality and respect toward foreigners, especially the elderly. This aligns perfectly with Japanese culture, which values politeness, community, and respect for seniors. Additionally, family is at the center of Filipino life, much like in Japan. For Japanese retirees, being part of a warm and welcoming community helps ease the loneliness that many elderly people experience back home. Language is also less of a barrier. While not everyone in Davao speaks Japanese, English and Filipino are widely spoken, making daily communication manageable. Some younger Filipinos even study Japanese thanks to growing ties between the two countries. Section 7. The role of the Philippine government and Japanese support. The Philippine government has been proactive in welcoming foreign retirees and investors. Programs like the SRRV, tax incentives, and partnerships with Japanese companies have made migration smoother. At the same time, Japanese associations in Davao provide a support network. These organizations host cultural events, assist newcomers, and help integrate them into the local community. This mutual support system ensures that Japanese migrants don't feel isolated but instead feel part of a larger family abroad. Section 8. Challenges. Not everything is perfect. Of course, it's not all sunshine. There are challenges too. Language barriers. While English is common, Japanese seniors may still struggle if they don't speak either English or Filipino. Healthcare limitations. Though hospitals are improving, they may not yet match Japan's cutting-edge facilities. Natural disasters. The Philippines is prone to typhoons and earthquakes, which can be unsettling for new arrivals. Yet despite these hurdles, many Japanese still find the benefits outweigh the risks. Section 9. Real stories, faces behind the numbers. To bring this to life, let's look at real examples. A Japanese retiree in his 70s explained that in Davao, he could afford daily home care, something impossible in Japan. A young Japanese entrepreneur started a cafe in Davao, mixing Japanese and Filipino cuisines, and now has both locals and expats as loyal customers. Families who moved for their children's education praised the balance of affordability and quality of life. Davao, once Little Tokyo, is now becoming a modern hub of Japanese-Filipino connection. So why are Japanese quietly moving to the Philippines, especially Davao? Because it offers the perfect blend: affordability, safety, cultural compatibility, business opportunities, and a welcoming community rooted in historical ties. For retirees, it's a chance to live comfortably. For entrepreneurs, it's a land of opportunity. And for families, it's a safe and warm place to grow together. What do you think? If you were Japanese, would you choose Davao over Tokyo for retirement or business? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more global insights.